All right, Rose, here we go. We're going to put together the second phase of our bodyweight workouts. First thing I want to share with you is that in a lot of cases, we don't have control over the circumstances that we have. So the call is to control the controllables. It calls us in many times in the Bible. The Bible is a book of action. And you see it when you talk about Exodus. The entire Exodus chapter is about action. You see it in Matthew when you hear about Jesus calling out his disciples and asking them to walk on water. You see it in Kings, where Elijah is in a cave trying to find passivity and rest. And Jesus and God comes to him and says, "What are you doing?" Asking him the question, "What are you doing?" He just got done performing a miracle, but he's asking him to get busy and go back to work for him. We're called to the same thing. The Bible is a book of action. He asks us and supplies us time to get rest. But the challenge is can we do the work that we can for him? The reality is that everybody else is dealing with the same thing that we're dealing with. Right now our calling is to try to do it better than them. So we're going to dive into the second chapter of bodyweight workouts. What you're going to find is it's a ramped up workout. And so the first thing that we're going to have is we're going to have workouts that are going to have speed elements to them on Monday and Thursday. So dive into those different speed elements and really work on your craft of running and agility. The second thing that you're going to find in all the workouts when we get to the lifting is that you're going to have an A and a B section. Those two sections are going to be about iso holds. When we talk about iso holds, what you got to understand is when you're holding a position, I only get strong 20% on either side of that position that I held. So I don't get strong through an entire squat by sitting down in a deep body weight position, even a wall sit. I do get stronger 20% on each side. So what we want to be able to do is we want to hold the positions as hard as we can, maximal resistance, and then what we want to do is we want to challenge 3 different positions in the movement. So example might be a push-up. We're going to hold down at the bottom, and we're going to hold up at the middle, and we're going to hold really close to the top. And we're going to do that in every single exercise that we have to start off the A and the B blocks. Maximal iso holds, and then we're going to pair it with an explosive exercise. When we get to the C blocks on every lift, what we're looking for there is EDTs. You're going to take 2 exercises, and you're going to manipulate back and forth, 5 reps, 5 reps, 5 reps, 5 reps. Your heart rate's going to get up, and you're going to do that for 8 minutes. We want to select exercises that are challenging for us, but that we can get. And we'll talk more about that as we get into it. The D block is just going to be an extra volume. You're going to be doing sets of 10 on that volume, and you're just trying to get a whole bunch of blood flow on the different muscles that are being asked to be worked during that block of workouts. Okay? We're going to have some finishers at the end. That'll all be written in there. But this is about ramping up and try to get maximal muscle recruitment with the exercises that we're going to do. And then we finish with a little bit of volume. This is different than what we did before. Pretty much everything we used to do was volume, volume, volume. Now we're trying to get as strong as